Hi there, it's Dawn. It's November 5th, and this is my 1 month post angio update. Okay, I had my treatment on October 1st. I know I'm a couple days late for the 1 month, but I just wanted to do this after I had my 1 month follow-up Doppler ultrasound, which I did have yesterday in Barrie, and whoo, all is clear. Angela, I love her. She's the tech that, or the genius, or the angel, or whatever you want to call her, who did my Doppler test yesterday. And after I asked her, so everything's good to go? She said, yep. I said, so I'm 0 out of 5 criteria for CCSVI? And she said, yep, which is just so awesome because back in August, I tested 4 out of 5 criteria for CCSVI. So that's good. Finally, a CCSVI test that I didn't want to fail. I wanted to pass, and I did, and everything's good and flowing and looking great, so I'm really happy about that. Physically, I'm awesome. I mean, I have never felt better. I've got more energy. I really can't remember the last time I picked up my reading glasses to read anything, unless it's the really tiny print on the side of a box or aspirin or whatever like that. Headaches. I still, touch wood. Uh-oh, where's some wood? I still have not had a headache since I went into the treatment room. So for me, that is a miracle because I always had headaches all day, every day, just that crushing pressure, tension, headache. Now I'm thinking it's because all that blood was stuck up there and nowhere to go. And wow, it's been such a relief not to have a headache. I will be honest and let you know there's 2 symptoms that I have that persist. And one of those is I get a little kind of electrical shock, kind of teeny tiny feeling in my right back, right near where my bra strap is. Now that happens maybe, once in a while. It's not even like all day, every day. It's just every once in a while, like, oh yeah, okay. And where I used to have a burning leg on fire on my right leg, I now just have the top of my right foot that feels to me hot sometimes. But really, that is it. But I do have to remind myself and everybody else out there who still has persistent symptoms of their neurological deficits because of the lack of oxygen and blood and everything flowing, that we still have lesions. And with those lesions, there's still stuff that we're going to feel and still stuff that's going to happen, but hopefully over time, they'll get better. I'm hoping that the next time I go for an MRI, there are no lesions. That would be a real miracle. Yeah, anyway, so here's how I'm doing physically. I'm on the floor there, sorry. My heel-toe walking, still fabulous. I can walk heel-toe. I don't even have to look at my feet to do it. Balance is perfect there with heel-toe. And I can go backwards, which for me was impossible before my treatment. I was always bending over or falling over, and that's a thing of the past. When I have my feet together, my eyes closed, my arms out, balance is impeccable. I feel as solid as a rock, and I could stand here all day like this, although that would be pretty boring. My yoga, so important to me. Balance, so important to yoga. Whoop. So there's my tree posture as it is today. Again, complete control and balance. And now I can do the left side too. So there it is on the left. And yeah, solid as a rock. And thankfully yesterday when I had my Doppler ultrasound, I asked Angela if I was good to go for yoga, and she said, yoga away. So I'm going to do that. Can't wait to get back and, start working off I'm calling it my MS pounds because I haven't worked out in so long. Also, the most amazing thing happened yesterday on my way out of the clinic. I was just about to leave and went to go open the door, and a gentleman outside was just about to open the door, and it was Dr. Sandy McDonald himself. I was starstruck. I kind of hesitated, but not really, to just hello, Dr. McDonald. My name is Dawn. I'm such a fan of what you're doing. And I want to thank you so much for everything you're doing for people with MS in Canada. And it's such an honor to meet you. And I shook his hand. And he said, oh, you're here for CCSVI follow-up. I said, yeah. I had the treatment a month ago. And I'm feeling great. I said, you know, the thing that I really wanted back was my balance, and it is completely restored. He said, oh, so you've got better balance. I'm like, it's back to what it used to be. He said, what else have you noticed? So we went over a few things, and I had to show him my balance. So I did the whole standing up and, you know, closing my eyes thing, and he was pretty impressed with that. And while I'm doing it, he said, hold on a second. What I want you to do is put your arms out with your eyes closed and put your arms up. Now touch your left index finger to your nose. And I did that without any problem. He said, wow, that's really, really good. So it was kind of neat to show off in front of Dr. McDonald, because he believes in this so much, like we all do. And that here's the proof, you know, that, wow, it really works. So generous with his time. I thought I'd just make a quick introduction. My sister was with me because she took me up to Barrie. And myself and Doreen ended up having a half an hour conversation with Dr. McDonald, maybe even longer. So generous with his time. Gave Doreen a lot of important information that she needs as she begins her CCSVI treatment journey. What an amazing man. What a beautiful man. And as he said, you know, he's just a farm boy and he's just trying to help us all out. So that was really amazing. I mean, Dr. McDonald. I even got my picture with him. I didn't go so far as to ask him for an autograph, but I thought about it. Anyway, so that was the most important person I've ever met in my life. And I've met a lot of rock stars and politicians and stuff from when I worked in radio, but Dr. McDonald, wow, it was amazing. Also, while I was at the clinic, got to meet Trish and Barb McCallum, which was fantastic. Loved talking with them. Got to meet Steve Garvey for the first time, which was cool. He invited my sister and myself to his home. He makes an awesome cup of coffee, by the way. So we chatted and visited for a while. Also, before I went to the clinic, I stopped by the Farrells because, as many of you might know, Barb Farrell is now home. So Patrick was so nice and offered a quick visit with him and his wife, and sat down and talked to Barb, and boy, she smiles a lot now. She's so happy to be home, and I was just so happy to meet her and see her and see everything that's going around them. So Dr. McDonald, everybody I met yesterday is like, we got to keep fighting, and we will. I'm going to fight even harder if that's possible, but it's going to happen. So anyway, there's my 1 month update, and yeah. Feeling great. Everybody deserves this miracle in their life. And I'm blessed. As my sister always says, angioplasty for all, liberation for all. Anything less is unacceptable.